Hi, this is Antiqua Lisha, and I am the CEO and founder of Your Own University, and this is day 31 in my own university. And today we're going to be talking about the third power zone, the vibration. So, have you ever been tricked? The wool pulled over your eyes, made to really feel like somebody cared about you or loved you or wanted to take care of you, and then were hurt or abused? If you have, you're not alone. And sometimes that locks in certain patterns. And these patterns come up, these emotions come up for us to clear. And loving people, I really believe loving people, angels, come into our lives and they redo the pattern in lighter, more gentle ways for us to recognize these things within ourselves, take responsibility for them, and clear them out of our system so we can have a new experience than the one that was literally ingrained into us when we were children. If you had a beautiful and wonderful childhood, you still have these kind of patterns. They just happen later, and you're probably not as confused by them because you had some consciousness around creating the belief system, and that's a cool place to be. So here goes my lesson for today. See if you can relate. I had a wonderful dream, and then I woke up and I went into my meditation. And in that meditation, a feeling came over me of sadness, of grief, of a little bit of upset. And then I got the wool pulled over underneath my eyes that I really trusted somebody, and it was just balonky, right? And misunderstanding, I didn't get it. And then I recognized, oh, this is a story, who knows? Like, I'm just running a story. And I allowed myself to sit with this feeling that has been a theme in my coaching from my coach this year, is this feeling of being tricked, of believing somebody's best words and care and love, and then feeling like I got tricked. And I can't explain it any more than that. It's just like this kind of duped feeling. So I sat with it, and it sucked. Oh, it sucked. And then I watched myself do my cover up and distraction. And although I ended up having a lot of fun with it, it sucked too. And then I called a good friend and I scheduled a coaching session to dissolve and resolve, transform and transmute, and clear this out of my system once and for all. But before you can clear anything out of your system, here's the lesson for today. You have to recognize it. There's a sense of acceptance, but it's not an acceptance like, oh, I accept you, I love you, you're just dandy. It's not that kind of acceptance. It's an acceptance of, okay, I don't like this feeling, and I've been fighting this feeling, and I have been trying to change this feeling and reframe this feeling, and for forever, right? For a lifetime. For me, this has been a lifetime. And so here, we're framing it, I'm feeling it, I'm fighting it, I want it to change, I want it to transform, I want it to transmute. I'm diving into the pattern, I'm analyzing it, nothing changes, right? So the next thing comes, I feel the same way, and back to square one. Does this sound familiar? Do you do these repeat things in your life? So if you do, here's how you stop it. You recognize the feeling. You stop yourself from running the story, the meaning making is what I call it at Your Own University. And in the Amazing You program, it's called a meaning making. So you stop the meaning making. You literally feel whatever you're feeling and eliminate the good and the bad. You just stop fighting feeling whatever you're feeling, and you allow yourself, you accept and allow yourself to simply feel it without trying to figure out what it is. Just feel the vibe that you're feeling. You sit with it. Then you recognize what happens after, because that's usually the pattern that you have to break. So for me, I definitely had a pattern today, and I didn't break it. I actually dove into it because I needed to make it a game. I needed to make it okay. I needed to not make myself wrong for it, because that's the other part of my game. So I did that. I reframed that. I shifted it a bit, and now I see how I distract myself. Then the next thing you do is go and put together tools or techniques, whatever you need to do. So some people go to coaching. I scheduled my coaching call with one of my favorite coaches who knows my story, who's been around, and we're gonna clear it. And I feel like in this particular case, it's such a long, repetitive pattern that this feeling comes up. There's so many stories that I could hook onto it, that I needed that extra support. I could just do tapping or do search or shift things with my words and do some NLP. I could do a hug and walk through that. I could clear it myself. And if you have those tools, absolutely use those tools. I did some of those things this morning, but mainly I've just allowed myself to be in it, because this one's deep. I think, probably like 2 or 3 or 4. And the first time that this kind of trickery happened to me, and the confusion that it causes. So anyway, I just watched it. This is not my favorite little video to make. I'll be honest with you. I had a hard time making this video. It's very personal. I feel quite vulnerable. It's really a way to, end a completion of a month, if 31 days is the whole month, right? But this is not one that I want to repeat. This is a lesson in my own journey that has been really knocking at my door and asked me to pay attention to it for a long time. And it's one that I haven't wanted to face for whatever reason, or not known how to, or hadn't had the strength or whatever I needed to yet. And it's come into my life again, and this is my commitment to clear it. So be it. So if you would like to have amazing realizations, as well as just bust through some stuff that's just been repetitive, repeating in your life that might not feel so great, like I am doing today, then really join me on this journey. The directions on how to do the Your Own University process, the breakthrough process, there is right there. You got all the tools. You are the teacher and the student, and all the wisdom that you need is within you. If you would like even more insights around it, make sure to get on my mailing list at antiqualisha.com. We're going to have some wonderful trainings and webinars for all of us watching all around it, so you can learn how to walk yourself through this process. So much has opened up in just 31 days. I can't even believe it. It's when I'm a little further out of it, I'll reflect and share. But it's really miraculous. It's really miraculous. Anyway, I love you guys. Have a beautiful night and many blessings. Please join antiqualisha.com. There's some great things coming out, and learn more about us there. And also do the practice. It's right there. Subscribe here, make some comments, share all around. You know the drill. Thank you so much for supporting your own university and being you.